Hey, Bleedbigblue. It's Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to check in with you guys and see what your thoughts were. Now, I had somebody come up to me and ask, is Victor Cruz going to be in the Ring of Honor? Ever since he's been cut, we're getting a little stars in our eyes and pumping up Victor Cruz for more than what he was. Now, Cruz was awesome, but it was for a few seasons. And those few seasons, he wasn't even the number one when he was tearing it up. Hakeem Nicks was the number one. But it got me thinking, who's the top 5 wide receivers in Giants history that I saw? So we're going to put that little disclaimer out there. I wanted this top 5 list to have Giant receivers that have been here at least 3 seasons, and also probably from 1980s on. So I apologize to Frank Gifford and Homer Jones and guys like that. I never saw you play. I have no idea how good you were. So I'm going to say number 5, Hakeem Nicks. 27 touchdowns. He had great seasons. He was a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL at one time. He tore it up for us for 2011 Super Bowl. He's got to be up there. He would have had a great career if it wasn't for foot injuries. God knows we would have had a great receiving corps if both Hakeem Nicks and Victor Cruz actually did stay healthy. But they didn't. That's why he's number 5, or he'd probably be higher on this list. And we might not even have Odell on the team if that was the case. Number 4, Chris Callaway. 7 seasons with us. He also had 27 touchdown receptions, but he also played in an era where we ran the ball a lot. If any Giants fans out there know, we ran the ball, and also we had some pretty bad quarterback play during the Chris Callaway era. A lot of Dave Brown, Kent Graham era. So I can't even foresee him having, worse stats than what he had, because he had great stats, and that's with bad quarterback play. So just think if he actually had Eli the whole time. Now, number 3, Plexico Burress. He was the man. 2007 Super Bowl. That whole season, unstoppable. He barely ever practiced. He just would show up for the games and tear it up. 4 seasons with the Giants, and he had 33 touchdown receptions. Now, just think if he actually didn't shoot himself in the leg. 1, we probably would have had another Super Bowl. 2, imagine the stats he would have put up. He was a mismatch nightmare. Number 2, got the man, the legend, the living legend right now, Odell Beckham Jr. Well, obviously we know he's going to be the number 1, wide receiver in Giants history as long as he stays healthy. He's tearing up the stat books now. Eventually he's going to tear up the Giants stat book, because only in 3 seasons he's got 35 touchdowns. 35 touchdowns already. And he's only trailing on the list Amani Toomer, who's my number 1, with 54 touchdown receptions. But Amani had 13 seasons as a Giant. That's why I give him props. Longevity, guess what, is a big stat for me, because you can't do anything unless you're on the field, and Toomer was always on the field. That's why he's my number 1, and he's going to probably stay my number 1 until Odell passes him. But talent-wise, we know Odell's there. So again, my list is from 5 to 1. Hakeem Nicks is 5. Chris Callaway is 4. Plexico Burress is 3. Odell Beckham Jr. is 2. Amani Toomer is number 1. Now, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you guys, you forgot somebody, let me know. I'd love to see what your list looks like. I'm out. Check out the podcast Wednesdays, 10 o'clock p.m.